from a public school here in Nashville. This may sound irrelevant, but around 100 people from my 400-something graduating class did not actually make it to graduation. They were either kicked out, dropped out, or were put in jail. This may sound shocking to some of you, but in Nashville, this is a reality. So now what if I told you that there was a program out there to help this issue and many more for teens in Nashville, and you can be a part of it? Since I came to Lipscomb, I have developed a great passion for serving others, as I'm sure that many of you have as well. And my dream job is something similar to the organization that I plan to tell you about today. I imagine that if you all be volunteering here in the future, that you might like to know a little bit more about what the Oasis Center does. The Oasis Center is both a shelter for the homeless, for runaway youth, and an opportunity center for teenagers in Nashville. Any kind of problem from having a hard time getting into college or being abused, the Oasis Center is the place to go. Their mission, as stated on their website, www.oasiscenter.org, is to provide safety, significance, belonging, participation, and empowerment, generosity, and justice to the youth in Nashville. So today, I'm going to convince you all why you should follow my lead and invest some of your time into an organization like the Oasis Center. I will inform you of the rewards that come with serving at a place like this, as well as hopefully persuade you to try and volunteer there. There are many rewards that come with serving at a place like the Oasis Center, and some of them include personal satisfaction, addition to a resume, and a spot in heaven. So doesn't that alone sound convincing?
Mm-hmm.
As much as I am sure that you may be curious about what the center does, I'm sure that you'd all probably like to know what is in it for you. Well, there are many rewards in investing your time here. The first reward that I plan to talk to you about today is how volunteering at the Oasis Center will help you receive a sense of personal fulfillment. There was a child named Trevor who was one day driving down the street with his father, and he saw a young homeless person. It touched his heart, and he decided to make his father stop to give the teenager a blanket and some food. The Scholastic Update tells us that within a few years, Trevor's Campaign for the Homeless had grown into a nonprofit institution with 3 vans, nearly 900 local volunteers, serving meals to about 300 homeless people a night, a thrift shop, and a 33-room shelter. This story was provided to us by journalist Paul Cohen from the Scholastic Update. The point of telling you all this story is that in Trevor's words, one person can make a difference. Just do what you can and follow your heart. So the personal fulfillment that you receive includes knowing that you made a difference in the lives of teenagers, which are the future of our world, and being able to look at life in a new light because of the wonderful experiences that you will receive at the Oasis Center. The New York Times states that service teaches teenagers to look beyond themselves and understand the role that they can play in their community and their country. Volunteering for a place like the Oasis Center will give you a sense of motivation and achievement, as well as teach you responsibility and commitment. How you will feel about yourself, as well as how you will grow as a person, is a beautiful reward, but there are even more benefits from devoting your time to the Oasis Center. So if personal reward is not the type of reward that you are looking for, then how about getting a job? The next reward that I would like to talk to you about today is how becoming a volunteer at the Oasis Center will boost your resume and help you with finding a job. The website worldvolunteer.org provides several statistics on how volunteering helps your resume. 73% of employers would recruit a candidate with volunteer experience over one without. 94% of employees who volunteer to learn new skills had benefited from either getting their first job, improving their salary, or being promoted. 94% of employers believe that volunteering adds to skills. And the New York Times states that employers encourage volunteers because it helps boost their image. Although you can volunteer anywhere and gain those benefits, there are definitely a few reasons why you should choose to volunteer at the Oasis Center. You're always working around all kinds of people, from infants to adults, which will help you learn a wide variety of communication skills. You'll also assist in family group sessions, which just looks plain good on a resume. You'll be working with a very diverse group of people. There's a wide range of cultures, religions, skin colors, and socioeconomic backgrounds represented at the Oasis Center. You don't get this opportunity at a lot of other volunteer places because most deal directly with one specific group or issue, such as the Nashville Rescue Mission deals simply with homeless people. Indeed, a good job seems like a bonus, but it is nothing compared to the gift of God's approval. The final reward that I'm going to tell you about today is how taking a step to volunteer at the Oasis Center will help you carry out God's kingdom on earth. Over and over in the scripture, God talks about how one must serve to find their place in heaven. He talks about how it is not enough to have faith, but one must put that faith into action by helping people, by seeking people, and being missionaries. An example of a story about a group of missionaries is in a journal called the Presbyterian Record, who go out and seek people. They seek the young homeless people to help them. That is what we are called to do, seek people and be missionaries, and that is what you will do at the Oasis Center. So if all of that is not enough to make you want to volunteer at the Oasis Center, then I will give you a few statistics about the problems addressed by the Oasis Center with youth today. On any given night, at least 22,000 young people between the ages of 12 and 18 years old are homeless, while around half of those who seek supported accommodation are turned away due to lack of beds. This is from a study done by Youth Studies Australia. In the U.S., there's an estimated 1.7 million homeless and runaway youth. In Nashville, 1 child out of every 7 will not graduate from high school. Last year, almost 30% of those charged with murder in Nashville were between the ages of 11 and 17 years old. These statistics were provided to us by the Oasis Center's website, www.oasiscenter.org. Now that you know all of this, how can you not choose to do something? By volunteering at the Oasis Center, you can make a difference in the life of a teenager who will continue this by helping someone else with the knowledge that they have acquired. The list of rewards for volunteering here are endless, but some of them include personal fulfillment, addition to a resume, and a place in heaven. You can make a difference. As Gandhi says, be the change that you wish to see in the world. So go out there and be that change. Give your time to help a child's oasis.